Alrighty guys, welcome to my guide on how to digivolve and level up your Digimon on Digimon ReArise. So today I'm going to talk to you about how to digivolve your Digimon, what you need, what materials and things like that, the benefits of digivolving and all of the steps. So we're actually going to take one of my Digimon from his champion form all the way up to a level 99 mega in this video, so you can follow along and hopefully use these skills to digivolve all of your Digimon. So the first thing I would do is click this little training icon down here and then go into the training settings. This is normally where I like to go to find which Digimon I have available to digivolve. So you can tell if a Digimon can digivolve to a mega through the green dots you can see here. If there's 4 green dots, you know that Digimon can go to a mega. This one, for example, only has 3 green dots, so they'll only be able to digivolve up to an ultimate stage. All Digimon can get to level 99. It's just that some Digimon can go to mega, which will have higher stats and better abilities and things like that. So for the sake of this video, we're going to be training up and digivolving this Starmon. If you press and hold on their portrait, it brings up a little menu with all the information about the Digimon. And if you click this button here, you can see that this Starmon started as a Toy Ogimon, digivolved to Starmon, digivolved to Mamemon, and then Prince Mamemon will be the final stage. The first thing you need to do to digivolve or start the process of digivolving your Digimon is complete the training grid. You can see here that there is 6 dots on this Digimon's training grid. You need to have every dot look like this one here, which means training is complete. So I'll start with this top left one here. I already have the materials for this one, so if I push the yellow button, he'll do his training, and then that one will get that little footprint stamp on there. I can also do this one as well. The ones that don't say ready, you press on and it will say you need these materials. If you push the blue button, it tells you what exactly you need. So get this level 2 kettlebell. I need 10 shards. To get shards, simply push on that button and it will tell you which stages that you can get shards from. I normally run the lowest stage because it uses the least stamina and takes the least amount of time, and I don't find there is much difference in the drop rate. So I'll quickly run through this stage. And you just want to run these as quickly as possible. There's no advantage to doing it slowly. So I normally just set my 3 AoE attacks off and just let it go. It'll take about 10 to 15 seconds. Okay, that's done. So you can see that in this run I got 5 shards, and down the bottom right there I missed it, but it actually said a picture of the item I needed and the number 4. That means there is 4 shards remaining until I have the full 10 shards. So I need to keep running this until I have all the 10 shards, and then we'll jump back in. Alright, so I've run the stage a few times and a little pop-up came down the bottom right that didn't have any numbers on it, which means I've collected enough shards to meld that training item. So if I push the back button, it'll take me back to this training screen. You can see I have 11 out of 10, so I can fuse those together and training is complete. I'm going to repeat the same process for all of these training items and then jump back in. Okay, we're back. I've done all the grinding for these 2 training items, so we'll quickly fuse them together. So you push this one, yes, takes a little bit of bits. That one's done. We'll do this one as well together. Hardly any at this stage. Okay, great. So now you can see that all of the training things are done. Nothing else is popping up. Something's wrong. If you look at the red sections, these are the requirements, or any red text, they are requirements you have not met for Digivolution or limit breaking. So if you push this little training again, the next thing we need to do is raise this Starmon's level. So the first option on the training screen is the level, and if you just press and hold this button, it will automatically level them up for you. This costs bits. And the higher level it is, the more bits it's going to cost. At this stage, it's costing us hardly anything. So we're max level now. Still, this button is grayed out, so something else is missing. So if I push that, basically that's telling me that if you push the yellow, it will take you to the screen. But this is basically telling me that I need to limit break this Digimon to continue training. So we've filled in all of these training things. We've maxed the level out. Pushing this will limit break. This is not Digivolution, this is limit breaking, which increases the level that your Digimon can be trained to. So we'll do that. Again, it just costs a few bits. Done. Once you limit break, a new set of training items will appear that you need to fill out and repeat the process again. I already have the materials for this training item, so I'll quickly plug that one in. I'll do some more grinding and I will come back once I've completed that. Okay, and we're back. I finished all the grinding for the last training items that I need, so I'll quickly meld them in. I forgot to say that if you see one that has multiple fragments that you need, you just need to collect them all and then merge them. It's exactly the same, so don't freak out if you see multiple fragment shards that you need. Okay, so now that I have completed training for a second time, we're back in that same thing. We've got red text everywhere. The first thing I normally do then is increase the level. So we'll hold this button down. You can see this is going to take a little bit more bits than it did last time, but still not too much. Okay, so we're up to level 20 now. Pushing this button will take us to the screen where we need some more stuff. Great, this is the Digivolution screen. Heaps of new information here. To Digivolve, you need to meet certain criteria. One is level, so you can see it says OK near our level. That means our level is appropriate for the Digivolution. The next thing you need is food. And feeding your Digimon gives you hearts. You need the maximum amount of hearts before you can Digivolve. The final thing that you need are these Digivolution fuels. And you also need these. These are evolution codes as well. Depending on which Digimon you have will depend on which type of Digivolution fuel you will need and the type of evolution code that you will need as well. Let's address this first, the food or the hearts of your Digimon. To max them out, we need to go back to our home screen and we need to feed this Starmon a little bit of grub. So, to feed a Digimon, first you need to add them to your farm. Do that by going into that little meat menu. I'll go back, I'll show you that again, this little meat menu up here. These are the Digimon currently in my farm, so I might put our Starmon, there he is, and push OK. Alright, now he's on our farm and we're able to feed him, so I'll head home again. Okay, to feed a Digimon, push on them. You actually don't need to push, my Starmon's over here, but I could push on any of my Digimon, and then from this menu I can click over to Starmon. Okay, so you'll see that we have 8 out of 20 hearts. The first 3 foods in the list are flashing. They will give a friendship bonus, so they're the best foods to choose from. A quick tip, if you have any of these pills, save them for your Mega Digimon. They give you so many hearts, they'll save you so much time. Don't waste them on rookies, champions, or ultimates. Save them for, I guess, the last stage of your ultimates. So I'm just going to feed this guy some bread. I believe that's bread. So that gives me about 1 bar of heart. This one gives me a little bit less. The egg gives me enough to max out my heart. So now you can see that my friendship, or my hearts are at full because I've fed this Digimon enough food. So we'll head back to the Digivolution menu, which is this guy here. Okay, but find our Starmon again. There he is. Alright, you can see now that we've met all those criteria, the Starmon says ready on his portrait down here. He's ready to Digivolve. We've got our level max, we've got our heart max, we've collected all of the Digivolution fuel that we need, including the evolution code and all of these. So we're ready to Digivolve. To get these Digivolution fuel and evolution code, you need to participate in raids. I'm going to be making a video in the next couple of days to explain how raids work. You can also buy them from the Clash Battle shop. So we've got everything ready. If you click this yellow button, it will show you where it's digivolving to. You'll see that the green dots will be filled in because you'll be in his ultimate form. We're good to go. So push that. Yep, costs a little bit of bits as well. Boom. And there you go, Digivolution complete. They've recently added a skip button, so you can skip this animation, but I thought for the sake of this video, we might as well watch it together. Okay, so that's just the new stats, new abilities of our Digimon. You can see this is what we require to get our Mamemon to the next stage. We are missing a whole lot of stuff. So you can see to get to the next stage there, we have the Digivolution fuel required, we have the evolution codes, our level is too low, and our hearts are too low. Pushing on this yellow button that's grayed out and pushing this will take you to the screen where you can train your Digimon. Ooh! Since we Digivolved, I forgot to mention this. Level 20 out of 40. Since we Digivolved, that is also a limit break. So every time you limit break or every time you Digivolve, the maximum level that your Digimon could be raised up to will increase. So if I push on training again, let's train this Mamemon up to level 40. You can see the bits are starting to build up a little bit more now, costing a little bit more. And this is where you'll sink most of your bits into, is training up Digimon, especially from level 90 to 99. It costs you quite a few bits. Okay, so back to our training screen. We may even be able to limit break again. Yes, we can. So limit break, yes, and we'll skip that. Great, we can go up to level 50. To get to limit break again, we need to complete all of these training requirements, max our level out, and we should be able to limit break again. So I'll go through and complete all of those off screen and get back to you once I've done that. Okay, I've finished all my grinding for the next stage. From this point on, basically, it's just rinse and repeat. I'll keep going through the process if you want to keep following along. There is a few tips for you in the later stages of Digivolution. Other than that, just remember level, friendship, and training, as well as the Digivolution items, and you should be good to go. So moving on, I've collected all the parts for this. I can fuse that part, and now I have these three, which I can merge into the big boy. Great. Before I can limit break, once again, I need to push the little training icon, level up, hold this down, level 50, limit break, good to go, level 60. The last important note that I'll quickly mention is the level 5 training items, this purple V training items. They are notoriously harder to grind than the rest of the training items, simply because they either only drop from the level 5 shards, only drop from a higher stage with a low drop rate, or A faster way to get them is through a daily special event, which happens for 2 hours each day, depending on which type of one you want to grind out. So if I wanted to grind out the treadmill 5 here, I would have to wait for this event here to come online, or you can click on it even if it's not online, and you can use one of your your training key unlocks. I have 16, so if I push yes, that will unlock that for 1 hour. The top stage, which costs 20 stamina, is your best bet for grinding those out. I'll quickly do all these and get back to you. Okay, we're nearly there. So I'll quickly train up the last stage. We should see a Mega Evolution really soon. Okay, so I need to do level, hearts, and if you ever get into this situation where you cannot feed your Digimon anymore, unfortunately I do not know the solution to this. You have to wait. Sometimes it doesn't feel like very long, sometimes it feels like hours that you need to wait before you can feed your Digimon again. But eventually they will be able to eat again and you'll be able to finish off that friendship gauge. And there you go, we finally successfully digivolved our Mamemon all the way up to a Mega Prince Mamemon stage. You can see that all those hexagons are filled in. He's at his highest level that he can possibly be in terms of Digivolution. The process is not finished here. You can see that if I go to training, even though that this Digimon is a Mega form, you can still increase the level. So if we quickly jump over to the leveling up screen, as you can see, it's starting to cost quite a few bits now in the Mega form, up to level 80, and I think we can limit break up to level 90 straight away. Yes, we can. And the final stage is just training up to level 90, filling out the hardest training requirements and leveling up your Digimon to level 99, which is the highest level currently in the game. So I'll wrap this video up with a really quick summary of everything I've showed you in a neat little package. I guess you could break it down into 5 steps. Step 1, train all of the training item slots. Make sure all of them have that little paw print symbol on them and they're all filled in. Step 2, increase the level of your Digimon to the highest it can possibly be. Step 3, increase your hearts or your friendship gauge by feeding your Digimon to as high as it can possibly be. Step 4, if possible, you need to limit break to increase the level of your Digimon, and then repeat steps 1 to 3 until all of those criteria are met. And then step 5, collect all the fuel that you need, Digivolution fuel you need to Digivolve, and once all the requirements are met, hit that Digivolve button and watch your Digimon Digivolve. Thanks for watching. I hope this was clear enough. I know it's a longer video. If you want a quick summary, just watch that that little wrap up that I did at the end there. Otherwise, you can follow through all the steps with me in the video. I wish you the best of luck for Digivolving your Digimon, and thank you for watching.